those major indictments in an alleged fake elector scheme. 11 Arizona Republicans and 7 other co-conspirators all indicted.
But what exactly is an elector and what happens now? Ben Brown and Garrett Archer with our ABC 15 political team are teaming up to break it down.
Electors play a crucial role in picking the president of the United States.
An elector is somebody who is appointed by the party of their candidate to vote the state electoral vote for that candidate. So it's a loyalist to that candidate who is to follow the laws of the state of Arizona in casting that ballot.
Each state has a different number of electors, and how they are selected varies by state, but in general, state parties are the ones who name the electors.
They are selected by the party as the official delegate, usually with the consent of the presidential campaign. On the Democratic side, labor unions; on the Republican side, sometimes big business, but people who are very supportive of their mutual candidates.
What this indictment alleges is that Arizona's 11 Republican electors tried to falsely declare Donald Trump beat Joe Biden in Arizona in the 2020 presidential election.
Each of the defendants has to show up in court. They're going to be arraigned on the indictment, and they're going to plead guilty or not guilty, and the case is going to proceed to trial.
That includes former GOP chair Kelly Ward.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Mike.
Even though for the past year, she's been living on a yacht, mostly outside the U.S., with her husband, who's also indicted.
So what will happen is one of two things. She'll either surrender voluntarily to law enforcement, or she'll be arrested. If she's arrested outside the state of Arizona, she'll be extradited back here to face charges.
Among the other Arizona names listed in the indictment, state lawmakers Jake Hoffman and Anthony Kern. In some cases, lawmakers have immunity. Not here.
There's no immunity for any of them for this type of conduct.
Former federal prosecutor Nima Rahmani noted what is also unusual about this case is how long it took for an indictment.
It really does add fuel to that argument when you wait so long to file something like this for conduct that took place really back in 2020 and 2021. This is something that should have been filed years ago.
As for the impact this could have on voters and the election, I spoke with ABC 15 data analyst Garrett Archer to go inside the numbers.
So, Garrett, what is the sentiment, among Republicans and Democrats now that this indictment has come down?
Well, we don't have polling specifically on this indictment, but we do have for Georgia. And YouGov showed that it's split very much along partisan lines. About 44% of all U.S. adult citizens believe that Trump and the other fake electors are being handled fairly in Georgia. But that really is split 73% Democrats, 16% of Republicans. That's all think that it's fair. And then independents do side slightly more with Democrats than Republicans.
And we're in an election year, so how do you see this playing out during election season?
Well, we also find that these don't seem to have much impact on the elections. In fact, most Americans, according to a Pew survey that was just released this week, don't even want either of these two as candidates. In fact, about 49% say that they would replace both Biden and Trump on the ticket.
Arizona is the fourth state that has brought charges against fake electors. The others include Michigan, Georgia, and Nevada. Ben Brown, ABC 15, Arizona.